How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
What do you think of Lee?
Oh, he's a good fighter. I wouldn't ever want to pick a fight with him. Unless, of course, it couldn't be avoided.
A lot of people talk about you.
A lot of people talk too much.
Thekla has a problem with you.
So, what is the dear lady's problem? And why doesn't she come herself?
You know that damn well.
Why don't you go discuss that with my friend Bullco for a while?
Hey, asshole!
You don't actually think I'd get involved in a duel with you? Go crawl back under your rock.
Silvio doesn't like being talked to. You might have gathered as much by now.
That'll cause more trouble.
He really should have known better.
He doesn't see that. I can't help him.
Ah!
Ask me that.
Give it your all!
He never would have thought of that himself.
Show him!
It's totally...
Now, if this guy is too hard
Show
for
him.
you can always use ice blocks, spells. Just make sure not to kill him with spells.
Show him!
If you get him stuck somewhere, you can
Show
use
him.
range weapons.
Let's wait and see what happens. Why haven't I heard?
Wow, that hit the spot. Show him!
That'll only cause more trouble.
That was obvious all along.
Show him!
You already know what I think.
Watch out! Show
He
him!
never would have thought of that himself.
That's nothing.
Give
new.
it your all.
Enough problems.
Wow, that hit the
He didn't
spot.
know that.
Watch
I
out!
wouldn't have done that. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
And this
Give it your
guy
all!
is the
I'm not
reason
telling you anything new.
Give it your all!
I wouldn't have done that.
why you want your thing
it
to
your
be
all.
long.
I used to say
You
that
want your
myself.
thing
it your
to be
all.
longer than his.
Completely.
Who said that?
And by thing,
It's no secret.
Nothing.
I mean the weapon.
Nothing's ever gonna change. You should have known better.
He really should have known better.
That's all just gossip.
Anything's possible.
His decision
I'm no
was
better off myself.
That'll only cause more trouble.
You just have
Give
to
it your
listen.
all!
I'd have gone about it differently.
Anything's
Give it
possible.
your
You should have
all.
known better.
Show him!
Thought of that.
Watch out!
Do you really think?
Watch out!
All that matters is that's been known a long time.
Give it your all!
That's totally obvious. As if I didn't have enough problems.
He wants to know.
That's really not my problem.
He should have known better. Why haven't I heard about this?
Watch out!
I couldn't care less.
Tell me you did.
Show him!
I could have told you that. Those are all just rumors.
He wants to know.
Wow, that hit the spot.
That's totally.
Watch out!
Ask me.
You don't have to tell me that.
You listened to the wrong people.
It can't go on like this. That'll only cause more trouble.
Staying out.
I wouldn't have done that.
Idea. You
Doesn't surprise me.
Anything's possible. That's nothing new.
I couldn't care less.
That's all just gossip.
That's totally obvious.
Same old thing all over again.
He should have known better. That's exactly what I said.
I'm not telling you anything new.
It's better to watch out.
Show
when
him.
they tell themselves.
You don't have to tell me
I never
that.
knew that.
You should have known better. It's better to watch out who you tell what.
And there's more.
Or never change.
Why haven't I heard about this? I wouldn't have done that.
Show
Same
him!
old thing.
Show Show him!
I could have told you that before.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Why haven't I heard about this? Nobody ever asked me.
Give it your
No
all!
time for things like that.
You already know what I could have told you that before.
And there's more.
That's been known
believe
a
me.
long time.
Anything. As if I didn't have enough problems.
That was no big deal.
That's nothing new.
You don't have to.
That's not what I heard.
Those are all. Who said that?
He never would have thought of that himself.
If I didn't have enough, he should have known.
That's not what I heard.
It can't go on like this.
I used to say that myself.
Those are all. Who said that?
No one really wants to hear that.
Show him!
Those are anything.
Show him!
He looked
Wow, that hit the spot!
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
It had to happen
I'm not
sooner.
telling
Wow, that hit the spot!
That's nothing new. I don't want to hear that anymore.
There was no big deal.
that doesn't sound.
That's nothing new.
Not bad.
That will never change.
Those are all just rumors.
It was his decision,
He
wasn't
said that.
Okay, one guy left. I have to defeat 3 Silvio men.
he?
Nothing
Really should
amazes
have
me
known
anymore.
better.
What do you want this time?
Methinks I'm gonna punch you in the face.
What?
That's exactly what you need right now.
Sort things out.
I've been too nice to you so
should've
far,
known
haven't I?
Oh! Don't stop now!
You don't have to ask me that.
Shit, that hurt.
Show him!
Those are all just rumors.
Parry then! Watch out!
That hurt!
Finish him! Shit, that hurt.
Let him have it!
Watch out! Shit, that hurt. Watch out! Watch out!
About it differently.
He really did.
Don't tell me you didn't.
That hit the spot.
Nobody ever learned anything from me.
Been
That's
there, done
really
that.
not my problem.
That was no big deal. No idea.
It's
No
all
name.
just gossip.
It can't go on like this forever.
Never would have thought of that.
Where is Bullco?
That's all just gossip.
You just have to listen.
Is it really true? People really believe these days.
Oh, there he is.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
He
No
really said
idea.
that.
I've got no time for things like that.
You listen to the wrong people.
Touching that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
That's no secret as much.
You really believe
I'm
that?
staying out of it. I couldn't get away with that.
Better off
The
myself.
two of us should have a chat.
Listen, you won. Now leave me alone.
I'd have gone about it differently.
You have to step in and
That was
stop
all
the
his
change.
That'll only cause more trouble.
Never knew that.
Things I could tell you.
Hey,
That isn't true.
All right, you win. What do you want?
You already know what I think.
Do you really believe that?
I'd like to become a mercenary here. Do you mind?
Do whatever you want.
I've got no
You
time.
hardly know who to believe these days.
There's more.
you mustn't believe everything you hear.
That'll only cause more trouble. You should have.
Hey,
How many of Silvio's men are still on my list? I've bested Bullco.
I heard. Not bad.
Fester tried to take me for a ride. That was his mistake. I went to see Raoul.
And
He was badly in need of a proper licking.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm impressed. If Lee asks me, I can vote for you without hesitation.
You really let Bullco have it, honey. Must have been an exhausting job to thrash that fat swine. Here, have a bite to eat so you'll gain back your strength.
That's no secret.
Can I have some more of your stew?
I haven't got any now.
Not even a tiny bowl?
No.
Say that myself.
Can I lick the pot then?
Will you cut it out? If you're so keen on my stew, you'll have to do something to get it.
What?
Go see Sigitta, the healer who lives behind Sekob's farm, and bring me a package of her herbs. If you bring me the herbs, I'll make you some stew.
Can I have some more of your stew?
No herbs, no stew. Understood?
Same old thing all over again.
Now, her stew is really good because it gives you permanent strength bonus.
Who said that?
And I'm gonna eat that at some point later.
It has come to my attention that you have it in for my boys. And as far as I know, you're one of Lee's protégés. I'm warning you, a few things are going to be different around here soon, and we'll talk about this again then.
How's it going?
Have I given you permission to address me?
He really said the first I've heard of it.
He really should have known.
I'm better off myself. Surprise me. You hardly know who to believe these days.
I couldn't get away with that.
Don't say you didn't know that. There's nothing you can do about it. That was obvious all along.
Now I can tell Pepe about Bullco.
Bullco got what was coming to him. I've taught him a lesson.
The swine deserved it.
Should have known better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
It can't go on like this forever.
Same old thing, over again.
They all ran like rabbits. I was completely alone. He should have known it.
That'll never change.
Hey! Everything all right?
Ah, an unfamiliar wanderer. I am very busy, so what do you want?
What are you doing here?
Well, the things a woodcutter and hunter usually do.
What interesting things are there to see here?
Interesting is well put. If you go deeper into the woods here, you'll run into some very evil fellows. They're about 10 feet tall, hairy, and in a really bad mood. So don't go there if you're not strong enough for them.
Can you teach me something about hunting?
Sure, but first get me something decent to eat. I'm dying of hunger out here. I want a bottle of milk, a loaf of bread, and a fat ham. Then I'll teach you what you want.
Here's the food you wanted.
Fantastic. And now?
Teach me how to hunt.
What do you want to learn?
Shadow Beast Horn and remove heart. I want both.
Take off a Shadow Beast horn, brace yourself against the skull with all your might, pulling on the horn and cutting the thing out with a hard blade.
Teach me how to hunt.
What do you want to learn? You remove the heart of the animal with a deft cut in the chest. But it's usually only worth it with special animals or magical beings.
Teach me how to hunt.
I can't teach you anything you don't already know.
Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
So here we have normal trolls. Now these guys have some loot. They are slow, so you can get the loot without killing them. And the weapon that they had is a dexterity weapon that requires 50 dexterity. And it also has one-handed bonus, which is awesome. That should be it here. If not, I'll come back if I missed some important loot. Now I want to try to get rid of those skeletons. Should be doable one-on-one.
Nothing to be had there.
I'm gonna go sleep now, wait for the daytime.
That's all just gossip. You have to step in and sort things out. I'm no better off myself. That doesn't surprise me. That's all just gossip.
Wow, it's raining again.
I mustn't believe everything you hear. I'll tell you anything the other. That's been a long time.
Now this guy is a master at fighting. That's how a master fights with two-handers. And also his two-hander is long. Now, this cave belongs to a very nice lady. Oh, here I can blend some tobacco for the guy in town. I can also do it in town, but let's do it here. Blend tobacco. I want with murky mushroom. With swampweed. And honey. Now, he likes honey one the most, but I'm gonna give all of them to him.
All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sigitta and her healing herbs.
What are you doing out here?
I've been living here for as long as I can remember, attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Can you heal me?
That's what you came for, isn't it? Just let me know when there's something wrong with you.
Heal me.
Let me see. My ointment will take care of the worst of your wounds.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
And I already found it.
I found the sun aloe.
Thank you. And now, ask me whatever you want to know about brewing potions.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
What potions can you teach me to brew?
So, which potion shall it be?
Elixir of Dexterity. Very good potion.
Thecla sent me to pick up a package for her.
Ah, yes. I had actually expected her days ago. Here's the package. Take good care of it.
Okay, awesome. One of the guys is going to the right. Okay, after this warg, this forest should be picked clean. Okay, awesome. Now I can go give Thekla hers too. Now this quest about Thekla's stew, there's something I would like you to know. If you do this quest after you join the mercenaries or the mages, you will get an additional stew, which means you will get an additional strength point. While if you do it now, the way I'm doing it, guildless, you will only get one stew at the start, which means only +1 strength point. The reason why I'm doing it now is because I don't care about that one extra strength point.
Here's the package from Sigitta.
Thanks a lot. So you can make yourself useful after all.
Can I have some more of your stew?
All right, I'll be nice then. Here, so you won't starve before my very eyes.
Can I have some more of your stew?
Hey, not so greedy. I'll let you know when I have anything else for you to do, and then you can have more stew. Got it?
So yeah, you can get more stew that gives you strength at some point later.
Is it better off myself?
Really didn't deserve that.
That's all just gossip. I'm not telling you anything new.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him. Tell me you didn't know that.
Everything fine with you?
So, you want to join us then, hmm? Do you even have a decent weapon?
How did you end up with the mercenaries?
I came with Silvio from the south. We belong to an army of mercenaries which fought against the orcs.
What's your opinion of Silvio?
He's a dangerous fella, and many of the mercenaries who came with him this far listen to what he says. Better not pick a fight with him.
What's your opinion of Lee?
I think that the only thing Lee is really interested in is getting away from this island. He wants to go to the mainland. Seems to have a bone to pick with someone there. At any rate, he does a far better job than Silvio ever could. Moreover, he's a good leader. Most of the time, we can do whatever we want here.
Would you mind if I joined you?
Once you have passed the test, I shall vote for you.
What weapons do you have to offer?
Only the best. Just take a look at them.
This guy sells some amazing weapons. Those two-handers are so good.
Onar now has a few sheep less thanks to Bullco.
Oh, leave me alone with that shit. I've had enough trouble as it is.
I'm ready to join you.
Not before you've passed Tarlov's test.
You should really have known better.
I don't believe this is going to change.
I'd have gone about it differently. It's not what I heard.
What are the rules for a duel?
Quite simple. Both opponents have to have the opportunity to draw their weapons before the first blow. You can't just go and belt one of the men without warning. There has to be some sort of spoken challenge, an insult, or another reason to fight. None of the other men will interfere in a fight like that, unless one of the two gets killed in the duel.
I couldn't care less.
He ran like belly orange.
Put me to the test.
Did Lee send you to me?
He said you would help me.
Fine, so here we go. There are two things you have to do before you can join us. First, you have to prove that you're capable of mastering the task that you will have to fulfill as a mercenary. I'll put you to the test. And second, you have to earn the respect of the other mercenaries.
You tell me.
Of course we got him in the
Well, how can I earn the respect of the other mercenaries?
Nobody
For most of them, it'll be enough if you fulfill your task and pass my test. But you'll have to find some other way of convincing some of them. Some will try and exploit your situation, and others may not like your mug. You should try to get along with as many of the boys as possible. But if nothing else helps, then you can always take part in a duel. If you win, you'll earn the respect of most of them. But watch out that you don't kill one of them by accident, because then you'll have a big problem.
What about you? Will you vote me in?
He thinks this is easy.
If you can prove that you can fulfill the duties of a mercenary, yes.
I'm not telling you anything new. Nobody doesn't see that. I can't help it.
How's my reputation among the mercenaries?
Let's see. Wolf says he has nothing against you joining. Jarvis thinks you're on the right side. It's Cord's opinion that you first need to learn how to handle weapons better. Cypher says that you owe him a little favor, and that you know what that's all about. You seem to have convinced Rod that you're strong enough. Sentenza will vote for you. He says you were a very reasonable man. Buster says you're okay, and Dar says you're a blabbermouth. But his vote doesn't count for very much here. The rest of the mercenaries haven't said anything. Most of them are just waiting to see if you pass the test. At any rate, you won some fair duels already. You're far from done, kid. If you want us to accept you, you'll have to do something for it.
Nothing amazes me anymore. Just like you said. I'm no better off myself. That's been no.
What are my duties as a mercenary?
Onar hired us for 2 reasons. He wants us to keep the militia off his back, and he wants us to keep things in order on his farms. That includes collecting the rent when the small farmers won't pay. So, what'll it be?
He thinks it's as easy as that.
I'm not touching that here.
So, first I'm gonna do the rent, just to show it, and then I'm gonna deal with the militia.
Let me collect the rent.
Good. Listen, the farmer Sekot hasn't paid his rent to Onar for weeks. Onar wants him to cough up 50 gold pieces. Any questions?
Where is Sekob's farm?
In the north of the valley. Looking from here, that's to the right at the big crossroads. If you have problems, the farmers in the fields will help you find your way around the area.
I've heard a thing or two. That's all just gossip. Nothing amazes me anymore.
Tell me that isn't true.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. Really didn't deserve that.
Tell me that isn't true.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I've got no time for things like that.
This land belongs to the big farmer. You're only the tenant here. Onar wants you to pay your rent at last. You're several weeks behind.
What? And he sent a villain like you? Not even you believe that. Get out of here before I forget myself.
Fork over the dough or I'll bash in your teeth.
You're not going after my purse, you criminal, not you.
Oh my...
We'll see about that.
Wait a minute.
All right, you win. What do you want?
Where do you have the money?
Don't hit me again, please. I'll do whatever you say.
We'll pay your rent then.
But, sir, I don't have anything. I'm just a poor wretch and half-starved. My last harvest dried up completely. I want to pay my rent, but I just don't have anything. Have pity.
Cut out that piffle. It rains here all the time and your larders are full. Pay your rent now or I'll kill you.
No, please, here, take the gold. I'll even add a bonus if you let me live.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I'm ruined.
Hey,
Nobody wants to know.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Can't rely on that.
That all alone.
That was obvious all along. Is it really true? Same old thing all over again.
I collected the rent from Sekop.
And? Did he pay willingly?
I had to convince him first.
Well done, you passed your test. That'll convince a lot of the mercenaries that you have what it takes.
How's my reputation among the mercenaries?
Let's see. Wolf says he has nothing against you joining.
That's all just
Jarvis thinks you're on the right side. It's Cord's opinion that you first need to learn how to handle weapons better. Cypher says that you owe him a little favor, and that you know what that's all about. You seem to have convinced Rod that you're strong enough. Sentenza will vote for you. He says you were a very reasonable man. Buster says you're okay, and Dar says you're a blabbermouth. But his vote doesn't count for very much here. The rest of the mercenaries haven't said anything. You convinced most of them by passing the test. Although a lot of them say that getting a farmer to pay his rent was too easy for a test. You have my vote in any case. And you won some fair duels. A lot of mercenaries respect that. Most of the mercenaries are for you. As far as we're concerned, you can start with us at any time. Go to Lee. He'll explain everything else to you.
Okay, awesome. But I want to do the other path. Okay, it's time to deal with Militia.
I'll deal with the militia, don't worry.
The farmer Bengar has complained that lately the militia from the city has been getting on his nerves. They're pressuring the farmer, probably trying to make him break with Onar. I want you to go to his farm and make it clear to the militia that they have no business there. Questions?
How can I find Bengar's farm?
In the southwest of the valley is a big stairway that leads to a high plain. That's where Bengar's farm is. If you get lost, ask the farmers in the fields how to find your way around the area.
better off myself.
Of course we got him in the end. Of course we got him in the end.
All over again. You can't rely
I
on
hardly know who to believe these days.
Same old thing all over again.
Never would have thought of that himself.
Hey,
That's nothing. I never knew
Balthazar the shepherd isn't allowed on your pasture?
Oh yeah, that story. I told him Sekov should pay me money if he wanted to lead the sheep into my pasture. To tell the truth, that's only harassment. I just can't stand Balthazar.
He never would have thought of that himself. There've been all kinds of rumors.
Now, to my knowledge, you can only help Balthazar if you deal with the militia for this guy.
Hey, you!
That's really not my problem. That's exactly what I said. I'll go better off myself.
I'm supposed to deal with your militia problem.
What? I told Onar he should send a couple of his mercenaries.
This is my chance to prove myself.
Terrific. Do you know what the militia will do to me if you screw it up? These bastards come by here once a week and collect the taxes for the city. It's a good thing you came just now. This is their usual time. They should be here any moment.
There's so many of you. Why don't you just go up against the militia yourself?
It's true that there's a lot of us, but we're not trained fighters like the militia.
Let the militia come then. I'll deal with them.
I can't wait. Here they come now. See? I told you so. Just don't screw it up.
Look at this one. Another joke. What are you doing here, huh? Who the hell are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
You're a dead man.
Oh my...
Oh my God.
Let the militia come then. I'll deal with them.
I can't wait. Here they come now. See? I told you so. Just don't screw it up.
Look at this one. Another joke. What are you doing here, huh? Who the hell are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
You're a dead man.
You don't have to ask me that. Nobody
Your militia problem is a thing of the past.
Not bad. Maybe there'll be something left over at the end of the month now for a change. Thanks.
Now, Bengar won't let Balthazar back until I talk to Torloff, until I finish this quest with the militia.
Just listen to him talk. Know that.
Sooner or later. Like Beliar himself was after him. I never knew that. I couldn't get away with that. I never would have thought of that himself.
I took care of Bengar's militia problem.
Did you make sure that they won't be standing on his doorstep again tomorrow?
They'd have a really hard time doing that.
Well done. You passed your test. If you can handle a militia, most here will respect you.
How's my reputation among the mercenaries?
Let's see. Wolf says he has nothing against you joining. Jarvis thinks you're on the right side. It's Cord's opinion that you first need to learn how to handle weapons better. Cypher says that you owe him a little favor, and that you know what that's all about. You seem to have convinced Rod that you're strong enough. Sentenza will vote for you. He says you were a very reasonable man. Buster says you're okay, and Dar says you're a blabbermouth. But his vote doesn't count for very much here. The rest of the mercenaries haven't said anything. You convinced most of them by passing the test. You have my vote in any case, and you won some fair duels. A lot of mercenaries respect that. Most of the mercenaries are for you. As far as we're concerned, you can start with us at any time. Go to Lee. He'll explain everything else to you.
That's the first I've heard of it. Listen to the wrong people.
Okay, of course I'm not gonna join them yet. There's still stuff left for me to do. Oh, let's go this way.
Halt! You can't go through here.
I want to talk to your leader.
Oh, I see. You want to talk to my boss. Well, then of course I'll let you through. But only if you know his name. Because if you don't, I'll be obliged to kill you. Well?
Dexter.
Well, I guess you know the boss. Okay, I'll let you through. But I'm warning you, you get too close to anybody, you won't get out of here alive. So take a deep breath and leave your weapons where they are. You'll find Dexter in the house.
That's no secret. Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
That's exactly what I said.
The things I can tell you.
Look who's here, the great emancipator. Well, hero, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for a few answers.
I never thought you'd come here voluntarily.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've been looking for you. Haven't you seen any of my wanted posters? They all bear your mug. Oh yes, you're very much wanted. Didn't you know that?
So, what do you want from me?
Me? Nothing whatsoever. But my boss is hell-bent on seeing you dead. So he wants me to find you and bring him your head.
They say that you're kidnapping people from Corinus.
So you found that out too. Good work, Buster. And here I was thinking I had covered my tracks.
Where did those people disappear to? Maybe down the mines somewhere here?
They're far away in the northeast by now, where you can't get to them. I could show you where exactly, but I don't know why I would want to do that.
Who gave you this order?
My boss. He's a dangerous man. You know him. Raven, one of the former ore barons from the old camp in the Valley of Mines. He needs those people to fulfill his plans, and that's all you need to know.
An ore baron here in Corinus?
He's no longer an ore baron. He's got plans of his own, and Corinus will feel that before long.
Raven? Dangerous? Oh well.
What do you know? You don't know him like I do. He was a miserable swine even back then, but these days, he has changed since the fall of the barrier. There's a black shadow across his face. His fierce glance will pierce you like the claws of a raptor if you look into his eyes for too long. My only advice to you is leave Corinus as fast as you can, before it's too late. There's nothing here for you, except for certain death.
There's this fellow with an eye patch. He's looking for you.
Everybody's looking for me. I couldn't care less. If that guy has some business with me, let him come here.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
Hey, it's true. I swear on my mother's grave.
And what do you intend to do now? Kill me?
Yeah, but you set us all free. That's why I'm giving you another chance. Beat it. Disappear. Make yourself invisible. Go and don't cross my path again.
I need to know where you brought those people.
Well, you could try beating it out of me. It's better for you if you leave now. If I see you around here again, I won't hesitate to kill you. You asked for this.
Dexter bought it, right?
Looks like he's dead.
None too soon either. Go check out what he's got on him.
Dexter carried nothing but this letter.
Show me that thing. Oh, damn it, that doesn't help me at all. We shouldn't have just let him croak like that. You wouldn't happen to know how to cross those mountains in the northeast of Corinnes.
Maybe through an underground tunnel? The water mages are currently studying a portal which leads to the mountains in the northeast.
What's this nonsense? Bah, water mages. Can't you come up with something better?
No.
So I'm stranded here. Dexter was my last hope.
What did you want from Dexter?
I've come from beyond the mountains in the northeast of this island, and I want to go back. I had hoped that the bastard would know how to get there without a ship.
I saw a pirate named Skip near the port.
That moron. I waited there for 3 days, so why is he coming so late? Once I get my strength back, I'll give him what for.
What is there beyond those mountains?
You had better not try to go there. Those are rough lands. A wimp like you wouldn't last long.
One more thing.
I'm grateful that you helped me, but that doesn't make us friends, if you get my drift.
Nothing to plunder.
I took this letter from Dexter. I love how these guys are just lined up here.
Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Plunder. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing. Nothing there. Nothing there.
Let's help this guy get off roof. Okay, his spirit is off the roof.
You're in for it now.
You can see Zarda's tower from here. And the mountains. What a nice view. Now this is the place that Skip marked on the map. There it is. There are a couple of guys here that usually don't join the fight. Ooh, this guy's a master. Watch him one-shot me now. And then there's this guy that's always sleeping. Now up here, there's a fire bow. This fire bow deals 50 damage, requires 25 dexterity, but it's pretty much useless because it requires fire arrows and you only get 20 fire arrows in the whole game. There is a hidden cave over here. You already heard that sound. So there are a couple of skeletons, zombies inside. Which means I'm not going there yet. But here, I do want to go here. Because I want those crawler plates. Look at this guy cheating through the wall. Okay, I'm also gonna cheat through the wall. Now this cave has magic ore, and Bennett the blacksmith, the one on Mercenary Farm, he asked us if we know any caves like this one. So knowing the location of this cave, looting it, may be useful in the future. Okay, now it's time for some bandits.